Shadow of the Tomb Raider stands out as the most cinematic and detailed game in the series. Every jungle, every tomb, and every cutscene is packed with detail, visuals that can really push your PC to its limits. Because of that, performance becomes a big deal. You may experience frame drops, stutters, or unstable FPS that can take away from the experience and make the game feel choppy when it should feel more fluid and more immersive. The PC version gives you a lot of options to tweak, and with the right setup, you can make it run smooth on both low-end and high-end hardware. In today's video, I'll walk you through the best PC settings step by step so you can enjoy the game at its best. With that being said, let's get right into today's video. Before you decide that you want to run Tomb Raider, you always have to come to your display and graphics settings to optimize the game, because if you don't optimize it, it's going to run very laggy, sluggish, and you're going to have the worst experience possible. So with that being said, I'll go through each one so you know what to tweak for the best performance possible. For DirectX 12, it's the recommended graphics API for the best performance, and it also allows the use of the latest hardware features. Whereas DirectX 11 is only available for older OS systems or graphics hardware. So if you're using like a Windows 10 or Windows 9, then you'll just switch it to DirectX 11. But if you don't have those and you have a higher like OS system, then you'll just keep DirectX 12 on. For resolution, you're always going to match your resolution with your native resolution. So in my case, I'm using a 4K monitor, so it'll always be 3840 by 2160. But if you're using a 2K monitor, it'll be 2560 by 1440p. And then for low-end PCs, you'll use 1920 by 1080 if you have a 1920 by 1080 monitor or PC. Okay, so for NVIDIA RTX DLSS, it uses deep learning to increase game performance and to improve image stability, which is something that we would want, so we can just put it on performance, balance, quality, or ultra performance. But in our case, let's just keep it on balance for now and switch our resolution back. So we have full screen and exclusive full screen. So I'll go through those as well. For full screen, we have two different modes, so you can either switch it between full screen or window mode, but we'll keep it on full screen for now. And then exclusive full screen allows to change the resolution and the refresh rate. That can improve slightly, but makes programs more cumbersome when you're switching in between different ones. So for your monitor, you're always going to match it with the monitor that you're currently using to run Shadow of the Tomb Raider. So in my case, I'm using an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2050, but I also have an AMD Radeon graphics card as well, but I'll switch it to NVIDIA for right now. For brightness, I always have it in the middle, like I said in my last video, but you can always turn it up if you would like. But for right now, we'll just keep it in the middle here. So for VSync pretty much helps with screen tearing. So if you notice that your screen tears a lot during your games, then you're always going to enable it. But if you don't experience it, then you can keep it off, or you can use the half refresh rate, which limits the frame rate to half the refresh rate of the display and allows more consistent frame rate in situations where the full refresh rate cannot be consistently reached. And then for HDR mode, if you have a monitor like mine that has HDR, then you'll just hit on, and then you can just like go through the different HDR luminance. But for right now, we'll just keep it off for now. And then stereoscopic, and we don't really need that, so we can just keep it off for now. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the graphics section of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. With our display settings all optimized, let's take a look at our graphics settings here. For our presets, we have a number of presets to choose from, so let's take a look at it one by one to see what we can tweak for the best performance for our graphics visually. For our presets, we have custom, lowest, low, medium, high, and highest. So how do you know which one works for you? Well, here's what you can do. Okay, so if you come here to texture quality, your preset will automatically switch back to custom. So if you're on a 1920 by 1080, then you'll always keep one on low, medium, normal, or lowest for the best performance possible. Because if you're on a 1920 by 1080 trying to run your game at high graphics or ultra graphics, then you will experience a lot of stutter, a lot of lag, and a lot of FPS drops. And that's not what you want when you're playing your game, because that's going to ruin the experience for you, which is going to cause you to get your money back from Steam. And I know you don't want to do that, so let's go ahead and just keep it at the lowest preset possible. And it also depends on how much RAM you have too. And RAM is video memory. So if you have 4 gigabytes of RAM or less, then you'll always keep it at that low, medium, or lowest preset. But if you have 6 gigabytes or more of RAM, you will keep it on high or highest for the best performance possible. And as you see here, your preset also changes your texture quality, filtering, shadow quality, ray trace, and so on. So that way you know what works for you on your PC. Okay, so now that we've gone over the graphics and display settings for Shadow the Tomb Raider, let's go ahead and take a look at the gameplay test of this video.
I think we're looking for a volcanic mountain. The crown of silver is probably a band of clouds.
I just can't get those people back there out of my head. They lost everything.
The riddle says, chase the heart of the serpent to the Silver Crown Mountain where the twins confer. I wonder what the twins are.
This storm looks like bad news.
It's just a little rain. We'll concentrate on the Cloudy Mountain.
Cloudy Mountain. If we find it, how do we know we have the right one?
Gut feeling? It's our only clue. The mural says there'll be more disasters. The best way we can help them is to put a stop to it and Trinity.
Okay. But how do we really know?
Jonah, what I felt when I took the dagger.
You mean the tremors of the tsunami?
More than that. It felt like I woke something up. I know that it's not practical. I know that it's hard to believe, but you need to trust me.
We have to trust each other. Hey, I might have something over here.
Really? That's it!
I don't like this storm. Should we come back in the morning?
We're so close.
I guess a little turbulence wouldn't stop Trinity either.
Miguel, is there anywhere to land?
Yeah, I can put you down near Coag Yaku.
Let's go.
Contact! It might get bumpy.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna level it!
All right, let's dispose of the bodies. You, monitor the police bin. Damn it, she's hunting us! killing our people! Fuck!
Copy that!
Target sighted!
These heated helicopters. Shit, there's more of them.
This bitch is the one getting so much trouble?
I hope that's all of them. This cave looks like it's usually underwater. All right.
And that's it for this PC optimization guide for Shadow the Tomb Raider. These settings should now help reduce stutters and frame rate drops, giving you smoother and more stable gameplay on your PC. Thank you for watching, and if this guide helped you out, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for more PC optimization guides and full game movies. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.